everybody, and welcome back to Animal Crossing City Folk. Today, we are going to be doing our best to talk to everybody. Every animal I will be talking to. If I can find them and talk to them. Because as I've mentioned a lot, I've noticed that we haven't really been doing that, and it has been me. I've just not really had time or thought to talk to the animals. I'm pretty bad at that. I'm also bad for writing letters, as in I think I've only actually did it for like the first maybe week of videos, and then I stopped, and I've been constantly saying, I'm gonna write more, and I just never do. So, you know, I should probably really get on that. See what's on here. It's gonna be a fishing tourney this Saturday. Hopefully I don't forget about it. Snow flurries will begin. At nights and mornings will start to get colder. Be careful not to catch a cold. That's actually oddly fitting, given it's literally snowing outside right now. Well, I say snowing. It's hailing outside, honestly. I'm a little worried that it'll switch to freezing rain, and then it'll take out some random power line, and I'll lose power in the middle of recording. But I'm still going to go through and try and talk with everybody. And I see Carmen up there, so after we check this rock, we're going to go talk with her. Okay, this rock isn't the money rock. Hey, Carmen. Like, whoa, Pookie. You're looking all totally BAM today. Fucking time. Oh, she's just going on about this. Coffee cake. That is a lot of coffee cake. If you actually ate that much, you will probably be walking a ton and bouncing off the walls if it's actually a caffeinated coffee cake. Which is not the most common thing, surprisingly. Let's check in on Coco. I think this is Coco's house. Yes. Ah, darling, you came to visit me? That's so sweet of you. Oh, what to do, what to do. Oh, I'm sorry. You caught me spacing out there for a bit. Gotta go fast. I was just rearranging my room in my head. What? What? There's nothing weird about that, is there? No, there isn't. It's just thinking that I really like redecorating, and I can get a little absorbed in it when I'm really focused. I mean, you do have a fair little bit to redecorate. Just have a head. You could really use getting a little more exotic furniture. If we find any, we should try and get it to her. Because, I mean, she could probably use it. Let's be honest. Okay, that's Carmen. How about our new villager? He's home. Rod is home. Watch him be sick immediately. It's possible. At least I'm pretty sure. Oh no, this isn't our newest villager. Why did I think you were the newest one? Well, Rod's home anyway. Hey, Steven. Welcome. Chill out. Take a load off, Ace. Alright, nice pirate. There's a billiards board. I like playing pool / billiards. I got really good at it when I was in school. Because there was a convenience store right next to the school, basically. Well, it was a little down the road, but it may as well have been right next to it. That had a pool table where you pay $1 and you get all the billiard balls. I would go there, and where I had no clue how to set up a pool table, I would, if anyone wanted to play, I would pay for it, and I'd usually beat them. They actually had to stop people from gambling on games, because, like, I would, for a while, I was actually betting people that they, you know, I would win. And where, for a while, I was unknown. Like, no one there even really knew who I was. Like, it was other kids from the school, but, like, I was never a popular kid. So I'd, like, bet, you know, I would win, and they would bet against that, and I would generally win, because I quickly understood how to play pool. Like, if that makes any sense, of, like, it took me no time at all to realize how to do things to win. As in, like, if I knew I couldn't make a pocket shot, I would just simply screw up my opponent's next shot. And they usually not understanding. They, we were kids, like, 16 and under. So, like, we'll talk with, Dell here. Steven, glad you showed up. There's some stuff you and I need to talk about, Gronk. My place is missing something. Something robo. Yeah, that would totally work. Of course, I can't be seen shopping for home decor. What would the neighbors think? Would you help me out? Find me some furniture that's robo, Gronk. Leave it to me. Help me out? It's great. We actually have a robo chair at our house. We'll just get that for him. But, like, we were all, teenagers and younger. I'll talk to you on the way back out. For nooks. I just need to sell things. So, like, no one really understood how to play pool. And I'm probably nowhere near as good at pool as I think I am. It's just everyone else was worse than me. It would be the best way to put it. That was a mush closet, mush stool, forest wall. Okay, that's all. Might as well check and see if there's any robo furniture just here as well. But yeah, like, I got to the point where, like, I would win a bet of $5, and the next person to come in, I would bet that $5 against them. I think this is robo. No, it's just complex machine. That's not robo. I ain't got no time for a complex machine. We could try and give him a toaster, but it's not robo either. And I'd like, where I was betting $5, that next person would be matching the 5. So I'd come away with 10, and then I would turn to the next person if they had 10 and go, hey, $10 if you win. If I win, I get 10. They shut up. They had to put a ban on people doing that. It didn't stop people from doing it. It just stopped people from doing it publicly. Like, I would still go to people before, on the way in and be like, hey, $5 says I can beat you. And they'd be like, you're on. And we wouldn't change, money wouldn't change hands inside the building. But, like, most kids smoked. Right, we already found the money rock. But most kids smoked. So when they'd go up for a smoke, I'd just follow them out, and they'd pay me the 5. Oh, I should have talked to that animal before we went in. Oh, here he is. Pudge. Oh, hey there, a spot. You up for a walk too, Popo? Hey, Popo. How do you think my clothes make me look? Way cool. You really think I look cool, Popo? Awesome! Sure, if I look as cool as a glass of ice-cold grape juice. Well, that wouldn't look very cool. That would look cold. There's a difference there, Pudge. Still need the robo furniture for Quill, I think his name is. The alligator. So we'll actually go just grab our robo chair. But, I actually had one occasion where somebody was, like, refusing to pay up. Oh, mush furniture. There's really a forest floor. Hey, I think that's both the floor and wallpaper now. Like, one kid was kind of, like, just refusing to pay up. And one kid who usually, like, bullied me. But when it came to, like, pool, he actually kind of respected me because he realized I was pretty good at it and I could actually beat him. I was actually showing him a few things to do. He was also out having a smoke at the time, and he's just there like, no, he won, you're paying him. And the other guy just basically sheepishly gave me the money then. Because, well, what are you gonna do when basically a bully is telling you, no, you're paying this guy? Yeah, let's put the forest stuff down here. Where is it? Here it is. There we go. So we just have a forest in our basement now. And I'll put, like, the mush stool over here. Not the rubber chair. Sure, a mush closet can go over here, too. It's rather tiny. And gives us a closet in the basement. This place is kind of filling out. Mostly because we're not really using it for turnips anymore. I just realized I've talked so long about just pool and my misspent youth playing pool. Like, I'd never, in, like, a bar, try and hustle someone for pool. Because that's effectively what I was doing. I was going in as an unknown and being like, hey, you know, $5 says I'll lose. Well, $5 says I'll win, kind of thing. And people would be like, yeah, I'll kick your butt. Sure. Because they didn't know how good I could be. After a while, no one would take my bets anymore. Because they were all fairly confident I was just gonna beat them and take their money. And a lot of kids, I'd feel bad. Because a lot of kids would, like, bet their only money. I got the furniture. Take this robo-chair. Nice! See something robo-chair in your... I see something robo-chair in your grubby little paws. Does a caladium seem fair enough? That's a tree. Project Robo-Chair is almost ready. Just a few more details to iron out. To iron out? I'm telling puns. I don't think it's meant to be a pun. But it ended up being a pun. But yeah, after a while, the general thing would just be whoever... someone would pay for a game, and whoever lost had to pay for a second. You know, that way everyone just gets to play 2 games, kind of thing. That was a much better system, and one that the owners of this convenience store could get behind. Because, you know, no one's wagering money on pool anymore. Like, they legitimately had a sign in their doorway, like, no betting on pool. Hey, Nana. Hespot, you're here. What a treat. Oh, that's right. I had a favor I wanted to ask of you. I need help, Hespot. I really, really, really want a Plesio neck. But I don't know where to get one. I know it's sudden, but would you help me get a Plesio neck? I can try. Oh, good. You're so thoughtful. I'll prepare a token of my gratitude. I will try, Nana, but I cannot promise you anything. I wish that was an option. Just like, I will try. Just go full Krillin. That's Pudge's house. I need to, like, relearn where everyone lives because I just haven't done much house visiting at all. Amelia's home? I remember Amelia because she lives on the cliff, basically. And she has the UFO. Welcome. I can't offer you much except for my delightful company. If you want to get the scoop on anything major going on in town, be sure to talk to the gatekeepers. They always know who's coming and going, Vimo. Let me save you the trouble. There's nothing huge going on right now. I just spoke with them. I mean, there is kind of something huge. You got an alien UFO in your house. But yeah, that was a really good system for pool. Of just like, you know, whoever loses pays for the next game. And if they can't pay for the next game, then, well, you only played 1 game. Usually, though, you wouldn't play someone who doesn't have the money to pay for a game. Because, like, the idea was you were killing time. So, like, you know, unless you yourself just really wanted to pay for games. I hear it. Oh, there it is. There we go. Like, there was a few people that would just pay for games because they could, and they just wanted to play pool. That's Koopa Shell. We already have one of those, so that can be sold. And like, those people were generally, like, everyone knew them for good reason, because a lot of people liked playing pool. So, like, if you're willing to just pay for game after game, yeah, sure, I'll play. Kick your butt over and over again. Hey, buddy. Welcome, bros. It's good to see you. Oh, bros. I remember that thing I wanted to ask you. TV's okay, but lately I've been thinking I need something new to stare at during snack breaks. Like bugs. No, not for eating, but for watching. With all the skittering and flying they do, bugs are like tiny action-packed superheroes. It'd be a blast to watch while kicking back on the couch and chowing down on some fried fish. You don't have a couch. So you come in, old pal. Think you could catch a walking stick for me? Oh, please. I will do my best. Yes! Wah! Thanks for doing this, bros. You don't have a couch. You have a bed and no TV. You have fish. Are you confusing a fish with a TV? I mean, he might be. He thinks he has a couch in there somewhere. So, he's clearly not all there, I don't think. Now we actually need to watch our surroundings. If we see a walking stick, we should probably catch it. They are decently hard to spot, so... Oh, here's Fossil. Oh yeah, I just remembered, I was actually going to talk about something to do with RuneScape. And it's mostly of the, I just don't understand why people hate on RuneScape. I suppose we'll do it after we talk to, Groucho here. Hey there, darling. Long time no see. It's been weeks since I last saw you last, right? I mean, at least 4— Oh, jeez. Maybe it's just me, but you really look like you grew up a lot during that time. Harumph. We really have not talked with him in a while. I apologize, Groucho. But, like, I've noticed really more and more over the years that, like, RuneScape gets a lot of hate for almost no reason. Like, no one ever really hates on the game because of the game. I've seen, like, the people that hate on RuneScape the most for its own gameplay are people who play RuneScape. Like, that's basically how that works. It's usually RuneScape players that are hating on RuneScape, and they're mostly just hating on it because there's something they don't like, but they still love the game, or at least tolerate the game enough to play it. I'm in the more or less the latter category. It's just something nice and repetitive you can just kind of throw on and just play. And like, yeah, the entire game basically is about grinding. But it's done in such a way that it doesn't really feel like grinding. It does feel kind of like you're progressing, which is hard to do, and it's even harder to do right. I mean, yeah, there are some level gaps that are ridiculous, and you will be just kind of bummed out trying to do them. But those are usually from things like mining, where from like level 40 to 55, if you're a free player, you're unlocking nothing new. You've just got what you've got, and that's it. Which, I think the highest thing from that point is like gold. Gold or coal. I forget which comes last. I think it's gold. I can't actually remember right. I've been at like 55 mining forever. Like back in the day with RuneScape, I actually used to do almost exclusively mining and smithing. To the point where those I had nearly to 80, 90 as a free-to-play. And I had a friend who did a lot of stuff in, as a member. And he also did a fair bit of mining, but did no smithing, because he would just mine things to sell them. And I would buy his runite ore, make rune equipment, and then take it into, like, Lumbridge, and for the most part, just give it away. Because, I mean, money held no value to me, really. I just needed enough to buy his runite ore, and that was it. And I could have bought anybody's runite. So, Dell's actually home now. Fair enough. You know, let's actually go check out his house before he changes it too much. The robo chair will be there now, but his house should be mostly vanilla. Yeah. KK merch. Let's turn off your experiment. You don't need it running right now. I mean, he has the chair set up to just watch it. He's like a pirate scientist? Man, there's nothing like a new piece of furniture to light up the whole room. Except maybe a lamp. Guess he doesn't like lamps. And I think we have talked to everybody now. Actually, gotta double check. Wrong button. We talked to Nana, Benedict, Carmen, Dell, Groucho. We have not talked to Melee. Okay. Talked to Rod, Coco, Amelia, Pudge. Okay, so yeah, she's the only one we haven't talked to yet. We talked to her like yesterday though, so that's not the biggest deal. But she gets home, so we'll pop in and talk with her. Yeah, like after I finish recording this, I might even throw RuneScape up and play it a bit. Because like it's just fun. In its own sort of way. Hello, Spot. Nice of you to stop by, Salsa. I'm so over this outfit that I'm wearing, and I haven't seen anything interesting at the store. I wish someone in our village would try designing new styles, Salsa. That'd be so cutting edge. I mean, I might. You have two Are you cold? Like, she has an electric chair. I am going to leave. She has two heating things, a bonfire burning in her house, and a heater. Just a blender perpetually blending finished food, and an electric chair. I don't think she's the most sane of villagers. But yeah, like, it always just felt so nice as, like, a kid. Making, like, runite armor. Like, rune armor and such. Or even just, like, bronze armor. And walking into Lumbridge and just dropping it. For just whoever wants to pick it up. Usually with, like, bronze armor, you wouldn't get the older players picking it up to sell it. Because, well, it's not worth selling. But you'd get new players grabbing it because, like, bronze plate body for free? Sure. And, like, I was just doing it, you know, because I found it fun making stuff. I still do to a point. Like, I still primarily actually do smithing and mining. Like, my primary funding source in RuneScape 3, I don't play old school. I feel I should note that if anyone's watching this that actually, like, plays RuneScape. I don't play old school. I've poked at it. There are far too many bots. I would play it if there weren't so many bots everywhere. Or at least bot-aspiring people. That being people that basically just stand there and act like bots. But, yeah, like, in, oh, jeez, I lost my train of thought. I legitimately lost my train of thought. Thought.exe has stopped responding. It wasn't important. Really, nothing I talk about here is important. If it was important to you and you want to ask me about it, just mention it in the comments. And I'll, do my best to respond. Just sell both of those. More money. But, yeah. I just probably spent far too long talking about RuneScape, and I probably lost all of you, and the other portion of you are probably just going, nerd! And you're fully justified in that. You are fully justified in calling me a nerd, because I am a nerd. I wear that as a badge of pride. But I think we will head home now. We've talked with everybody. I have yet to see a walking stick, sadly. Yeah, I don't see any walking sticks. Look up at those trees. None there. I don't think any will appear this late at, well, this time of day. It's not really late at night. I don't even think it's 4 yet. Nope. Okay, so my time change did stay. Good. I changed the time after yesterday's video, so. But yeah. I think with that, I will thank you all very much for watching. I'd like to remind you all I do have a Patreon, should you wish to throw money at me. If you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. I am just glad you watched the video up until this point. And with that said, hope to see you back tomorrow for more Animal Crossing City Folk. See you all then.